And we are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Crypto Conversation. Yes, last week there was a technical glitch that happened. We were not audible for initial couple of minutes of the session. So please just quickly confirm if you guys can hear me and you guys can see me, and we'll jump into the session and kickstart that for you. A lot of interesting things coming up today. Today, we are going to talk about multiple ways that you can use or utilize in order to earn cryptocurrencies apart from just trading and investing. Plus, we will talk about what is it that is making Shiba Inu go up in a parabolic motion. So a lot of excitement about Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu community, so we're going to talk about that. In addition to that, we will, like every week, we will be doing a Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis. We'll catch up on where we left in last week, what all observation we made, and then what all the observations are for this particular week. uh, Once that is done, we will dive into last week's or this week's all the crypto news, the major crypto news that has come up, which are making a huge impact. We'll talk about that, discuss that with you all. So let's jump right into it and get straight into learning about ways to earn cryptocurrencies apart from just simply trading and investing. All right. So, right, Shiba Inu not on CoinDCX. Well, Shiba Inu is available on CoinDCX Pro application and Pro website, and you can use our Instamarket to trade in Shiba Inu on our Instamarket on our Pro website and application. So let me just quickly go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we will jump into today's session. All right, and perfect. So again, a classic screen like CoinMarketCap you are all familiar with. So just a quick recap of the prices. All right. So in the last 1 week, Bitcoin is down 4.17%. The current price, trading price of Bitcoin is around $60,864.13. Ethereum is down Ethereum is up, not down. Ethereum is up 4.25% and currently trading at a price of $4,320.94. Binance Coin is up 1.09% and trading at a price of $494.29. Tether is up 0.04%. Cardano is down 9.02%. That's a drastic move amongst the top seven cryptocurrencies in the last 7 days. Cardano has lost the most. Okay, Solana is down 1.81% and XRP down negative 4.29%, trading at a price of $1.06. Right. So after a quick recap, now we talked about that, we are going to touch upon and take you guys through, or at least share with you guys a couple of ways to earn cryptocurrencies, right? Some passive ways to earn income on your cryptocurrencies. So the first way, or the easiest and the most foolproof way to earn cryptocurrencies without any major risk is through lending. Okay, so on our platform, on our CoinDCX platform, we have lending is a secure and easy way for you to earn interest on your cryptocurrencies, right? So say for example you have Bitcoin, right, and you are holding it for a long term, right? Like let's say a couple of years horizon, you have like 3 to 5 years horizon in your mindset, and you are holding your Bitcoin. Now why just let your Bitcoin, I mean, if your Bitcoin is just simply sitting idly in your wallet, it is not generating anything for you, not getting you any anything extra, right? What you can do is that using lending, you can lend, as a term self describes, you can lend your Bitcoin to CoinDCX, and CoinDCX will pay you 4.75% interest on your Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is there, Binance Coin is there, Ripple is there, Ethereum is there, and there is a multiple selection of other cryptocurrencies are there, including Polkadot, USDT Tether, and USD Coin, right? So lot of options available for you to choose from, and you can check out the annual interest that you will be receiving right next to every coin which is there. Right now you may be asking that, hey, I just Akshay, you just said that it is risk free, but isn't it, if I'm gonna get into Bitcoin, Binance, Ripple, Ethereum, or any of those coins, what if the price of that particular cryptocurrency depreciates? Will I not be incurring any loss? Yes, if as long as, or if the price of any particular cryptocurrency asset that you are holding, even in lending or staking or any other options that we are going to talk about today, you will end up, or you might end up, losing money. So be it lending, be it staking, or be it any other option that you have to come across, always look for the risks which are attached to it. However, when it comes to lending and staking, as compared to any other method which is out there, for example, liquidity pooling or yield farming, the risks involved are very less, as long as the price of any particular major cryptocurrency that you are lending or staking depreciates by quite a very huge significant amount, you your risk the probability of you incurring risk will be very less. Okay, now you can further reduce your risk if you'll say, for example, look at the coin, something called Tether, right? So on CoinDCX platform, you get like 14% APY, or annual interest, on simply lending Tether to on our platform, which is the highest interest that you will come across in the entire crypto sphere, right? So CoinDCX, we offer the highest lending interest rate on USDT, which is a stable coin. So if you'll hold that, the depreciation of your money will not happen, or it will not be as volatile as compared to other cryptocurrencies, because the value of it is majorly pegged towards US dollar, right? Now, second way to earn is through staking, right? So staking is a very popular mechanism as well, wherein you simply stake your assets, or with a platform, or with an exchange, or on a project blockchain in itself directly, and you get certain reward in return. Now, the difference between lending and staking is something you are doing in order to support the network, okay, in order to strengthen the security of the network, right? However, lending is more or less, you come across lending as an option maybe on DeFi platforms or at exchanges, wherein exchanges and party is in need of funds in order to, let's say, facilitate margin trading on their platform. So what exchanges does is that they borrow funds from you through lending, and then they facilitate the margin trades on the exchange, and the profits generated from them is diverted back or given back to you as your lending interest, right? So covering up lending and staking, right? uh, there is one more way that that you can earn cryptocurrencies through, and that is uh, contributing to any particular project or an exchange that you are super enthusiastic about, right? So the way this works is, uh, most of the exchanges or most of the projects which are out there, right, they run their own ambassador program. Okay, now what this ambassador program is that you get to become a part of that project, you become a part of that particular exchange, and different projects have different settings, different exchange have different settings, but more or less the idea is that you can join as an educator, wherein you are educating other people. You are a content creator, you can create blogs, you can create vlogs, you can do live sessions, you can make memes, and etc etc. You can be a super connector as well if you have a very good network. And yes, for doing all of these activities, you get paid in crypto, right? Different projects, different exchanges will have different paying terms, but mostly you do you can contribute freely and you get to earn cryptocurrencies, and you can do that with CoinDCX as well by joining our ambassador program. Now, moving away from CoinDCX and typical lending staking structure, I'm going to take you through a couple of applications as well. Keep in mind, as per the disclaimer that we share at the beginning of the session, no project or no coin should be taken as a suggestion for investing your money. This is just for educational purpose, just to let you know that how what all other ways are there. If you are going to jump into any other project, any other coin for any such additional income or passive income, please do your due diligence and be aware of all the risks that come with it. Okay, so here we're going to have a quick look at the Aave protocol, right? One of the most popular DeFi protocol in the market. And if you go to the Aave website, you will see this option called Enter App. And once you enter the app, right, this is where the fun begins for you, right? You get the dashboard wherein you can you can connect your wallet. So all you need to do is just simply connect, click on connect, and then you can select either of these wallets. So say, for example, I have MetaMask. I'll use MetaMask wallet. And you can enter your password and all that, and once you are connected, the application will be running for you. Right now, one key thing that you may come across on this platform is the option to deposit and borrow, and there is some percentage mentioned there. So as as it is self-explanatory, deposit APY means that you deposit the money on the platform, you put your collateral, and you earn interest in return, right? So for different cryptocurrencies, there are different types of percentage which is available. Borrow APY, as the name suggests in itself, when you borrow funds from an exchange or from this particular platform, this is the interest that you will be paying on the funds that you are borrowing, and so forth and so on. So there are multiple markets. There are market on Aave Polygon, Aave Avalanche. You can check them all out. Similar lines, right? If we talk about, say, for example, Shiba Inu, right? Your popular coin, one of the coin which is like stays quite popular among the community throughout the time. So Shiba Inu has also multiple. One of the reason why Shiba Inu is pumping though is because since the time they everybody got to know about the Shiba Inu back in the month of May and June this year, they have literally, or they have really expanded their platform, their capability quite a bit. So there are a lot of features that they now offer, right? So say, for example, this Shiba Swap exchange that I'm trying to open up for you guys, right? Here you can see that at Shiba Inu, there are ways to earn extra tokens. So you can stake your tokens to gain returns, which is bury. So you can bury your Shiba tokens. You can stake your tokens to gain returns. Then there are unique NFT drops which are available. Then you can provide liquidity to earn Bone, and Bone is another ecosystem token of Shiba Inu, right? So these are kind of the DeFi applications and ways that wherein you can stake, you can lend, you can deposit, you can borrow, and add to the ecosystem, and earn cryptocurrencies apart from traditional trading and investing methodology. And last but not the least, a Panquick swap. If you quickly check, there are farms and pools available. Basically, what you are doing is that you are putting in collateral. Say, for example, you will deposit some of cake tokens, some BNB token, and once you will lock it in, you will be clocking in an approximate annual return of 35.27% on this pair, right? Now, do keep in mind, farming and liquidity pooling does come with impermanent losses. Do read about it before you jump into it. Okay, so that's all about getting to getting to know about different ways to earn cryptocurrencies, and apart from just your traditional way of trading and investing. Right now, going back to this week's, or not, no, now moving forward to this week's next important piece, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis. So let me just quickly jump back again, And if you guys remember, okay, now if you guys remember last week, right, when we were talking or analyzing this particular chart, I would really like to play the clip from the last week, but let's just go ahead and pick it up from where we left. So, if you guys remember, last week we spoke about that there could be a possibility that Bitcoin might be moving sideways for next couple of weeks, right? We looked at the past pattern, which is, say, for example, this top here, which is this top here, right? We looked at it and we were like, yes, in the past Bitcoin has a tendency of moving sideways when it reaches its all-time high. So it might be doing that, and that is what exactly Bitcoin is doing currently, right? It is moving sideways, right? Give or take, if you'll measure this entire piece from here till here, it's a 17% range. It's a 17% range in which Bitcoin is going up and down and is trying to stay afloat, stay above this resistance or this ceiling of 60 or 59 or close to 59,000, $60,000 range, right? Because remember, guys, if Bitcoin breaks it, then we may see a downtrend going in the market. However, till the time we are staying above here, till the time we are staying here, we should see a positive momentum in the market. Now, before we jump into and talk about anything further, right, I would really like to share a couple of things with you, or at least give some thought, food for your thought. Okay. Now, tell me this thing, guys, and this is take this question on a very light note. Okay. Uh, Bitcoin, everybody, if not everybody, at least the popular notion in the market is that Bitcoin is gold, right? So I'm just gonna quickly stop sharing my screen for a moment, and I want to relay this or talk this with you guys, right? So the popular notion is, if not everybody talks about it, but it is that Bitcoin is gold, right? Or Bitcoin is gonna be the digital gold, or Bitcoin is going to replace gold tomorrow, right? There are notions around that. Now, the question that I would like to ask you, what is the festival coming up next week? Right? And what happens in that festival to gold? Now, let's not just go by anybody who is telling us something, right? Because to be honest, guys, in crypto, everybody tells you something. Everybody tells you that, hey, this is going 10x, this is going to go 20x, this coin is the next Bitcoin killer, this coin is the next Ethereum killer. But how can you validate the facts? Right? As long as whatever you are claiming, if that particular asset functions that way, or at least performs some of the basic functionality, or simulate some of the basic functionalities of whatever asset you are comparing it with, then yeah, I may agree with you, right? So if Bitcoin is a digital gold, then the next festival next week we should see some upward momentum at least, because yeah, it is Diwali, guys, and Diwali, it's a very spiritual or traditional festival for all of us Indians. And on Diwali, what is it that being valued the most is gold, right? So there's your answer. It is bit speculation. Yes, I'm not saying that it's gonna go up only and you should go all long. It can turn it down, it can go sideways as well, but it's just going to be a fun fact to validate that, hey, if Bitcoin acts as a gold or not, if it is digital gold or not, if people are accepting Bitcoin as gold or not. Now, being said that, let's jump into the chart. And in this chart, the second thing or the second thought I want to leave you with is, whenever you are analyzing any chart, whenever you are analyzing any chart, be it Bitcoin, be it Ethereum, be it stocks, be it gold, be it petroleum, any chart, you would like to find out what is the long term resistance, or what is the long term trend line on this particular chart is. Where is the long term support? Where is the long term resistance on any particular chart? Because as long as or as soon as you find that out, you will be sorted. What do we mean when we say sorted is that at least you will have the confidence of making certain calls on certain positions. So if you look at the Bitcoin chart here, right, especially since here till here, right, and if we'll just make some adjustments, and that is the reason why I'm making this monthly weekly chart in such a long format with you guys, for you guys. Okay, right. So if you will now zoom in on this chart, and it'll be really hard, but we will do it, right. So if you look at it since 2013, right? Since 2013, this particular trend line is acting as a major support for Bitcoin every now and then, right? It was a support when Bitcoin dropped from $200 to $50. It acted as a support from when Bitcoin dropped from $1,000 to $200 range. And if you look at it, how much time Bitcoin spent on this particular level, just simply accumulating the steam in order to give a run, right? And then Bitcoin was able to pull off another bull run or another rally or push towards upwards, wherein it went towards 20,000 and then fell back to a low of $3,500, but closely again to the same trend line, right? Close to the same trend line here, right? So a bigger trend line will always give you that, hey, what is the maximum downside I can look at, right? Even though I'm not going to scare you off that, hey, the next downside is close to what, $30,000, right? But even if Bitcoin goes sideways, it goes downside, all the movement that it takes, give or take, any sudden movement can give you, at least let you know what is the maximum downside on that. However, being said that, now you can clearly get to see a pattern coming into picture, which is, let me extend this line, right? And let me extend this line. Okay. So now you have a range. Okay. And now you can identify what all things are going to happen. And that's how you identify basically. Okay. Now you have a range which is from 33,000 till 60,000, and it is progressing upwards in a slanting manner till April 23, right? That's a very long term chart, guys. Yeah, I know about that. But once you have this range, right, you can at least identify in with what motion Bitcoin will move in the future going forward. However, for current analysis, all that is needed to be known that RSI is still in positive traction. It is not overheated. As long as Bitcoin is moving sideways, it is holding pretty strong above $60,000. We should be able to see an upward trajectory and upward momentum. And even in terms of daily charting, if you look at it, Bitcoin took a support at 90-day moving average, went up, retraced exactly till 30-day moving average, took a nice support here, and is now hovering above $60,000 mark. Like it's a really nice pullback. And also, if you look at it since last week, which was 15th, uh, since last week, which was 22nd of December, 22nd of October, sorry, right? Since the time Bitcoin has actually come into the $60,000 range, it is trading sideways. Just look at this pattern, guys. Like it is completely sideways. It went up, but then completely retraced. It dropped down, it went up, and then if you look at it, it's a straight line here, right? Like this, somewhere in this range. It's kind of like a straight line which Bitcoin is trading at. So Bitcoin is moving sideways, not going up, not going down. As long as it consolidates at this level, gathers some steam and momentum, and maintains the 60,000 level range, we should be seeing a positive momentum. So summary for the next week would be that, first of all, due to the festive season, if Bitcoin is digital gold, to be really honest, we should be seeing some upward movement. But however, do not bet your money on that speculation, guys. Okay, we do not want you to bet your money on that speculation. Analyze the chart. It says that for now, sideways movement is in progress. until unless we break the $60,000 mark, the momentum should stay upward. Okay. Now moving on to the next chart, which is our Ethereum chart. Let's see what Ethereum can tell us. Okay. Now Ethereum as well does need a long-term pattern recognition. However, we will just jump into the daily. For Ethereum for today, we'll just pick up the daily patterns and the weekly chart. What does it say, right? So if you look at the recent movement in Ethereum, right, which is since 22nd of October, right? Since 27th of October, 22nd of October, Ethereum is trading in the same range only. The price has not gone anywhere. It is trading sideways more or less in a range with volatility of like it's a 5%, 5.5% range in which Ethereum has been trading constantly. However, one key thing is that Ethereum is taking a strong support at $4,000 range, which is the ceiling that we have here, which should convert into support. And if you look at the last candle which was made yesterday, it's a very strong pullback. As long as Ethereum stays above the same range of this ceiling, stays above this ceiling, yes, we should be seeing a positive movement going in Ethereum's chart as well. And if we will look at a weekly chart, then Ethereum is holding up pretty nice above this range of $4,000, right? It went till this range, took a support, right? A nice support, and then made a full green bodied candle, right? So as per the candle movements, the chart and for Ethereum, the positive momentum looks pretty positive for Ethereum. So wouldn't be expecting anything drastic until unless the market completely takes a u-turn. So long story short, as long as Ethereum is holding above $4,000, we can expect a positive momentum in Ethereum next week. Now moving on to this week's news, right? And the first news is around Ethereum reaching record high of over $4,400 as Shiba Inu becomes a leading ETH burner, right? So one of the reason, I mean, Shiba Inu is going up, 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 which we will touch upon in a little bit. We are not going to leave you disappointed, guys. We will talk about Shiba Inu in a while. However, the reason being why Ethereum is being pushed higher is because Shiba Inu is apparently burning Ethereum. For those of you who don't know what Ethereum burning is or what burning is, basically time to time blockchain projects, what they do is that they destroy the coins which are there in circulation. How do they destroy it is that they take it out of the circulation completely, right? So whenever any project destroy the coins or take it out of circulation, that is called burning. Burning means reducing the supply or the total supply of the coin, which, yes, does affect the price of any particular coin, because the more coins you burn, the rarer it becomes, right? And the rare the coin is to get a hold of, or scarce the coin is to get a hold of, the price will go up, right? So in the last 24 hours, thanks to partly strong action in Shiba Inu, Ethereum has been burning, right? So Ethereum has been burned, and the data tracked by token views, it shows that Ethereum produced close to 15,000 Ethereum and burned 16,000 Ethereum in the last 24 hours. So the burning rate is higher than the Ethereum produced, right? So that's a net supply reduction of 1,600 Ethereum. And Shiba, that self-proclaimed Dogecoin killer, burned 770 Ethereum out of that, becoming the third largest Ethereum destroyer. So any of you who is wondering why Ethereum is shooting up in price is because a major Ethereum burning event took place yesterday, wherein 17,000, close to, sorry, 16,710 Ethereums were burned. And that's why Ethereum price is shooting up. Moving on to the next one, which is the news that came in this week, is Indian government is reportedly considering regulating crypto as a commodity. Now, this piece might not be new to most of you. We keep on getting a lot of news in and around regulation from time to time, right? So in this news, it's a great update that Indian government is looking to regulate crypto as a commodity, right? It gives you a very positive picture in terms of how you can see your gains coming in for in future, how they will be taxed, what is your legal implication, how can you stay compliant, and all those stuff, right? And as per what it says here in the article, officials from Indian Finance Ministry said any potential law on cryptocurrencies would likely come around the time of government submitting the Union Budget of India in February, right? So by February is like the timeline, and the notion is seems pretty positive. The key pointer is that if this legislation comes to fruition, it would definitely represent a different approach other than an outright ban, which has been quite headline in the news, which has been quite the headlines over the last 1 year, right? That an outright ban is coming. The government is planning to do an outright ban, if not as a news, but then as a rumor, right? Even though the government did make clear that hey, that we are looking to take a calibrated approach towards cryptocurrencies, but they were false news, if not fake news, of circulating in the last 1 year. So a really positive, really great stand. And the tax department of India was reportedly looking at taxing crypto earnings through trade and exchanges. But if it is labeled as an asset under Indian law, right? So that will definitely have tax implications for real investors and exchanges in the country, right? So tax implications, standing what your tax implications would be, knowing how you can be you can be legally compliant, how you are doing, and you are fulfilling your tax liabilities and everything, is a direction we want to move forward with, with respect to crypto, right? So a really positive stand, really looking forward to what's going to happen in the month of February. Quite a lot of time to go for that. However, November, December, January, and February, like 4 months to go, but couldn't contain the excitement, and is really looking forward to that. Leave us, let us know what you guys think about what's going to happen around crypto regulation in February if the bill goes out. Let us know in what do you think in the comment section below, guys. Next is we're going to talk about not talk about the next news, or one of the news is Mastercard is preparing its infrastructure for the deployment of CBDCs, right? Now again, just gonna stop sharing my screen for a while here. Now quite a pattern you guys must be noticing, right? This is the fourth session that we are doing every Friday, and in the last, I mean, including this session, if you'll pick up any last three sessions as well, the first three sessions as well, you will find we have come across some other news around CBDCs, right? CBDCs is a constant article, or it's a constant news theme every week. Now, why is it important? Is what as I told you guys in the last session as well. Why is it important? Is all the banks, all the governments, and the central banks across the globe, if not all, majority of them, they are experimenting, they are piloting central bank owned digital currencies experiment, right? So they are running this experiment with a central bank controlled owned digital currencies, which may not run on blockchain. And when if they are running on blockchain, it may be public or it will be private, right? So again, if the governments are experimenting with it, if the banks are experimenting with it, if they are adopting it, then you can at least analyze and gauge where the future is, So when even we at CoinDCX, when we say future yahi hai, right? So trust us, guys, we mean it. We are not just saying it for the sake of it, guys. Future yahi hai. So do pay attention to all the CBDCs, all the development which are happening in the CBDC uh, ecosystem. What all governments are doing, what all big institutions are picking up. Now Mastercard is no small institution, right? When we talk about digital payments, you flash your credit card, you flash your debit card, you make a payment. By the end of the day, either it is a Mastercard or it is a Visa card, right? So Mastercard and Mastercard and Visa both are at the forefront of digital payments in our traditional industry, and them taking a lead, especially Mastercard taking a lead, on preparing infrastructure for CBDCs, and not just for CBDCs, but also for innovative crypto and loyalty solutions, right? So Mastercard has also partnered with Buck, right, wherein they are going to allow their consumers to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrency, deliver unique crypto-centric loyalty opportunities. So just imagine tomorrow, right? You have your debit card from Axis Bank, from your HDFC Bank, from your SBI Bank, whichever bank you're using, right? And if it is a MasterCard, now imagine earning or getting some loyalty rewards on your MasterCard in the form of crypto. How exciting would that be, right? So these developments, wherein MasterCard has collaborated with Buck, and Buck is one of the is one of a very well known or most talked about crypto applications which are out there. Was quite a buzzword and popular in the industry, as it falls directly or indirectly. I'm not sure on that, need to check on that, but it directly or indirectly falls under the umbrella of ICE, okay, which is Intercontinental Commodity Exchange. Yeah, if I'm not quoting it wrong. So please pardon me on that. I'll definitely check that. But all of this innovation that is taking place, right, it tells you where crypto industry is headed, right? So we talked about last week, right, on October 21st, even the Bahamas became the first country in the world to issue a CBDC, sand dollars, and just a few days later, even Nigeria announced it. So all of this news, all of these updates make me quite a lot bullish on cryptocurrencies, guys. And I hope the same is with you guys. Last but not the least is the piece which everyone has been waiting for, or at least the most of you guys have been waiting for, is why Shiba Inu is where it is going, and why is it going so high, right? Why is it reaching out to its all-time high? So three reasons why Shiba keeps jumping higher, apart from the fact that which I shared with you guys, that since May, June, when we've all first heard about Shiba Inu, and it started gaining traction in the market. They have developed their ecosystem quite a bit. They have staking options. They have Shiba swap option, wherein you can burn, you can interact in liquidity pool, you can earn NFTs, and all of that. So that definitely adds value to your ecosystem to certain extent, obviously. And apart from it, exchange listings, right? So apparently Shiba is getting listed on more and more exchanges worldwide. The more exchanges it is listed on, the more the user adoption will increase, or the more new investment will come into the ecosystem, right? So the more investment will come, the higher the price will go, right? So that's what is happening. For example, Shiba coin is listed on Bitcan, AOFX, StealthX, and CoinFlex, right? So basically, more and more exchange listing. Then Shiboshi NFTs, right? Wherein Shiba Inu is launching its own line of NFTs known as Shiboshis, right? And if you'll have to interact with this with these NFTs, maybe buy them, purchase them, and interact with them, I'm pretty I mean, what I feel like is that there should be, Shiba Inu tokens you will need in order to participate in the ecosystem. So that is why, maybe people are speculating that, hey, due to the NFT inclusion or because of the NFT news, the more and more Shiba will be scooped up from the market. And because of that, people are speculating on that and putting in more market. And surging open interest rate. So the rising, surge in the futures open interest rate. So the futures market is wherein, traders come together and trade a derivative on the futures price of any particular asset or cryptocurrency. So futures price on Shiba Inu is been surging across the platforms, especially the major platforms, which is OKX, FTX, and Huobi. So there you go, guys. Three of the more major, reasons why Shiba Inu is going up and up and up above. However, gonna leave you with this one last thought when it comes to Shiba Inu. Remember, if not, if you do not remember, that is totally fine. But if you, some of you, if you remember, we have spoken this about this in the crypto basics session, wherein your market cap is really important. Okay, if you guys are wondering how high Shiba Inu can go, then just look at the top, I mean, the third rank crypto, which is like worth $82 billion, which is Binance Coin, right? So if in its wildest dream or in a very wild move, Shiba Inu has to go anywhere or do something, right? The maximum you can expect it to jump from a position of 10 to 3. That's on a really wild speculation. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm just telling you, if Shiba Inu has to go on a wild chase, on a wild run, then what is the maximum it can do? It can simply move to a market cap of 80 billion to the most at the current level in the next few days or weeks. Not talking about, year down the lane or 2 years down the lane. And looking at the current market capitalization, which is of 37 billion dollars, it only leaves more or less like 100% growth space for Shiba Inu. So whatever position you open, whatever trade you take upon, do it cautiously, stay mindful of that. And with this, it sums up, where Shiba Inu is going, what is happening. It sums up what is happening in the crypto market, what are the major updates, how the Bitcoin price and the Ethereum price looks like for the next 1 week, and the various ways of earning cryptocurrencies, right? Now, for those of you who have stayed so far, just a simple quick request. There is a feedback form available in the description below. If you guys can fill that out, it'll be really great. It will help us understand how this crypto live session is helping you out. If you want to suggest anything, you can make suggestions, be it for topic, be it for video quality, be it for audio quality, or anything at all. It's for you guys we are doing this session, and we would like to hear and devote attention to what you have to say. So please take some time out, fill out the feedback form for us. And for all the information that we have shared with you today, you will find all the links in the description below. So have a lovely evening, guys. Have a great weekend, guys. We will see you next week, and ciao.